Noble architect, I hope my letter finds you in good stead. I'm afraid I must press on with the urgent matter this letter pertains to. My name is Deirdre Habertong, and I was a retired blacksmith and forge master before the cataclysm shattered all my hopes of peace. I know you aim to provide a bastion of peace and safety in these trying times, but I must stress that with this many confused and panicked people, conflict will arise. I am willing to offer my services in exchange for sanctuary. I loathe the idea of creating more tools of death, but alas, it is inevitable. These people, these good people, have suffered enough. I cannot guarantee their protection, but my weapons can assist. A forge would be required, of course. Simple would suffice, but the larger the forge, the more equipment I can provide. I lost my home, my community, my family that dark day. I would not wish that pain on anyone else. Humbly, Deirdre Habertong.
Hello, Grumpy Owls, and welcome back to home. So, much thanks, by the way, to Sunfire for the amazing voiceover and the letter that was actually written by him to me. So that was not a, scripted thing at all. So, much thanks to him, and we actually have some stuff that has to do with the letter that you guys just heard. There's also trees falling behind me, but that's okay. Also, I want to take a second to say thank you to C3PO and Dark Diamond, who actually wrote the letters for the last one, for the inn, the pub. They actually did that. I had to record before I knew that they were getting the audio in, so I didn't know if I was going to include that audio or not, but I went ahead and I did, because they actually got it in time, so thank you to them. They are linked in the description below on that video, as Sunfire will actually be linked below on this video. Go check him out. He's got a lot of really, really cool stuff, and he's been a great supporter of the series and the channel. So I've done a lot since you guys were here last. I did a little bit of a live stream, probably, last Saturday, Sunday, something like that. A couple people came out, which was really cool. Vargas Winter came out, who is super, super awesome, good supporter of the channel. He and I actually met a little while ago on an SMP together, so, but yeah. So, this is what I built on stream, and that is very bright God rays. There we go. Here, let's see if we can just get rid of those real quick. Time, set, day. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, this is what we built on stream. So, you guys saw, kind of a... if you're following me on Twitter, you've seen a, finished picture of this. Kind of finished picture of this. If you just saw the live stream, which is still up on Twitch, I believe, so if you go to my Twitch channel, which is just, I think it's, linked below as well, we did that there. You can see the whole Twitch stream. It wasn't that long. It was probably about an hour and a half. But we did everything except for some of the greenery, doing a little bit more of the details. I'm still not done detailing this thing, but that's the same for a lot of my builds. So this has become, let me see if you can get a little height. I added in just a little bit more of this courtyard right here. And we've put in this little thing, which I'll talk about in a minute, but this is going to be the kind of base level of our place. So it's got this wall around it, so this is going to be the main courtyard that people come into. I do plan on, like, all the builds will be above this. I'm gonna have some, like, more decorative stuff inside of here, but all of the builds will be on this level above it. So, like, if there's going to be a house right here, which there are going to be buildings here, they're going to be on that level right there. So just to keep it kind of giving it a little bit of height, and I kind of like that a lot. So, you guys saw a little bit in the cinematic in the beginning of this place right here. So this is our first, like, shop. So this is a blacksmith. I have yet to come up with a name, but I think I am going to include the name that that Sunfire gave me in the cinematic. This was a really fun little build to do. I just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of put it over here. I kind of liked the idea of maybe sectioning off parts of the actual town. So, like, you come through here and maybe this will be like a more economic area of the town. Like, this is where the economy is. We continued the road back through here, and yeah, I like it. I like this place a lot. I'm gonna show you guys around a little bit. So inside, let's just go ahead and do that right now. Not too much going on here. I think, am I out of my resource pack? I am out of my resource pack. I am terrible. This is gonna look a little different now. Not too much. All this crazy stuff. There we go. Much better. Oh my goodness, much better. Here, I'm gonna bring you guys back outside to check this place out. Oh, there we go. See, it's so much more bright and colorful. I really wanted that for the home series. So coming back inside. So we've got a couple little things out here that he is selling. The interior of this place, just really, really simple. I didn't do a whole lot of extra detailing on the, like, above section, because I wanted it to kind of look a little bit more, like, just, I don't know, rustic-esque. But he's got a nice little place there. If we come out back, I'll give you guys a look at the back of this place. So yeah, I kind of like the way this turned out. I finished up doing this business right here, putting all the sand and the gravel and the stone and stuff in. I've added a little bit of this mossy cobble to areas that are, like, wet, I guess. One of the things that people tend to misuse mossy cobble with is, like, when they are building a build, and especially if you guys are builders in the rustic style, a lot of people do this where, let me see, let me get a good, better place to show you. So, like, people would, like, just, I'm gonna put a mossy cobble, like, right there, like where that one is, but there's no reason it should be there. Tending to be, it's a good path thing, I will say, although I will say mossy stone brick is probably a better path set. It is good for paths, but you need to remember that it generally will only appear on paths that are not well used, and that's something that you have to consider in the, like, the story of your build. This build has a lot of story, actually. So we have our lovely little place that, you know, he works in. Down below there are little, like, pieces of coal and pieces of iron from where he's been working. All of this mossy cobble is out here next to the water. So this is where plant, like, moss would have actually grown up in this area. Like, I don't put any mossy cobble way up here. There's none, you know, like, in weird places where moss would not grow. I'm actually even not too happy about just this little section here, especially that one. Get out of here. Because it is a little close to this furnace, and this furnace would be putting off a lot of heat, and moss would not grow there. So just for a sense of some realism, in the back here we have this little alleyway which actually has a bunch of these coal blocks, which is what he uses to power his furnace back here. Went ahead and used Klatos design again with the burnt furnace in the back here. It had to stop right there because you would be able to actually see the piece. So, so I have a blacksmith right here. And this blacksmith is an older blacksmith, so you would figure he would not walk across the entire town to go to his home, which is actually this building right here. This thing is kind of a experimental build. I wanted to do something in orange, first of all, because Sunfire has a lot of, like, orange in his stuff that he does, and I wanted this to be his, you know, home. But I'm considering this style as a style for one of the kingdoms I'm doing. Now, this will be a bit different looking, especially in the, like, place that I actually have it planned out for, but it reminded me of a bird cage, and that is actually kind of a thing that I wanted to do with the Kingdom of Evergreen, where a lot of the houses will look like bird cages. Now, this would, in Evergreen, been surrounded by, like, plants and, like, leaves and stuff like that, because all of their houses will actually hang in these big, like, nests. So it's going to be kind of cool. I really like this, though. You guys have to see the interior lighting. That's what I love about this place. So nice little place here. I added a little bit of coarse dirt on the inside of this. See, and there's another one of those places where I just don't like that moss. Yeah, I added a little bit of coarse dirt because it's kind of like you're just coming in from outside, and there's going to be a little bit of dirt tracked in. So we have that. There's a ladder, which I think I want to change because of the character. It is an old man who lives here, so I don't know if he would climb a ladder every day. But this place is super cool, and the best lighting for this place is right in the morning. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. Like, there's this really awesome, like, just lighting effect that comes through these windows in the morning. Like, if I did that with these shaders, oh, it's so good. I absolutely love it. I love acacia doors as windows. Don't need if you don't want to use glass in a build and you just kind of want it to be a little more airy. I know I have done, like, some Savannah style builds, like African style builds, where I've used these as actual windows. They're a really, really good thing to be able to do. Beach resorts, jungle, places like that, those would be really, really nice. But he's got a little sit area here. If you go upstairs, a little bit more closed in, which is absolutely fine. He's got a door, like a real door for his privacy. And then, yeah, you come in here, and he's just got a little place to call his own. He's got a nice little, like, window view here. He can, like, open this up and check out the world. The roof was tons of fun on this. I really, really enjoyed putting that together. That is a whole bunch of stairs, like all sorts of weird directions and half slabs. The top is actually still what the wall is made out of, and I had never really done that before, and I really kind of like it. It adds a little bit of color. If you notice, I actually have some parts of the wall sticking out right here too. And it just kind of gives it a little bit of a structure and a little bit of color to add to that. Otherwise, it would just be complete, you know, like this, I think this is birch, yeah. No, oak. Yeah, this oak all the way up on top. And I just kind of liked having that little bit of orange sticking out. So life spots are really important to me in my builds. So when I'm building these towns, there are the big actual builds. I need to finish that, by the way. There are the big builds. There are the big houses. There's the immigration center. There's the portal area. But there needs to be these small little places that make the place feel like it's lived in, and that's what I call a life spot. This is a pretty good description of a life spot. So we have this forest out here, and could basically just leave this forest here, leave all this here, and just say it's a big grassy field. I do plan on building some stuff over here, so I'm not really worried about that. But what I can do instead is I have this forest over here, and this could be like a not, you know, like planted forest. Like, this could be just a natural forest. But what I did is I put a little hunter's, like, tent out here. So it's just got a nice little fire. There's, you know, the bow and the arrow leaning up against everything. It's got his little like sleeping bags in here with a little bit of a, storage chesty area, with a little tent, which is not a hard thing to do. Some stairs and some, like just wool blocks. The bottom down here is just carpet and a little bit of wool underneath where it would hold up. And then they've got like their laundry clothes or whatever hanging out. Like they got white on that side and blue on this side. But what this does is this gives this little section a story. So say that you are, say way in the future when I start putting out world downloads for this. You are just cruising through here. Maybe you're on a adventure mode or, survival or whatever. Like, you're just looking around and you're like, whoa, what's this? And it just brings this area to life. Like, it just gives it a little bit of something. I want to show you guys some other places that I have done that, and I know I've talked about this before, but I'm going to get a little bit more detail into it. This is another one of those places right here. So instead of just having a really pretty little water section, like, it has this little path that you can walk out to and actually sit there. And that says to me that people live here. That says that people have taken the time to build this thing. I have, let's see, another one of those right here. So this, like I said, it's just going to be our courtyard area, and I've been trying to come up with ways to make this place just look pretty. And so I have this little tiny fountain right here, and it's not much. Like, it is, just this nice little peaceful little place. It's got this lovely little thing down here, which, by the way, to add just a little bit more of a, let's see, gold, there we go, add just a little bit more life to this place, just little tiny things. What we'll do is we'll come down here and replace that, and let's go ahead and replace that. So I have some sea lanterns here, by the way, as well. But now looks like that's, coins put in the bottom of this little, this little fountain or whatever. So like it's a wishing well or something. But this just gives you a little place that you could picture people just sitting here and waiting and seeing who's coming through the portal and just, doing their business, like, walking around, doing their thing. And I am really, really happy with that. Let me see. I'm gonna try to do this. I know it's probably gonna be really dark for you guys. It's not too bad. I switched shaders, just to let you guys know. So shaders, we're in Chocopic Extreme. It tends to have a little bit more light, which I like. Whoa, look at how cool that looks. A little moonlight action. But yeah, I'm starting to work in some lighting. Now, I do have some sea lanterns there. I have also put some sea lanterns in the tree here. I don't know if that's something that you guys like or not. I tend to really enjoy it. It gives a little bit of ambient light, especially with the shaders and stuff. It gives a little bit of an ambient light, and it also is just kind of something pretty to do. I mean, take that and imagine me doing that in, like, all of the, like, trees that are, here. Like, these two trees could have it, because I eventually want to get rid of all of these torches all over the ground. I want this place to actually have a lighting feel to it. The place looks pretty cool at night, though, I will say. I still have to go in and actually light up some of the other areas. I need to light up these towers. This building needs a little bit of work with the light. But yeah, there's just some fun little things to do on there, and it just makes me happy. But the place is looking good, I think. Anyway, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. And let's see, I do want to build some stuff with you guys, like, on camera, so I don't want to just completely be showing you guys everything that I'm doing off, off the beaten path. What I want to do is I want to do something right here. There's this little spot right here that there's nothing. And I've been talking a lot about those life spots, and I think I want to put one there. So, like, let's just try to think of a, like, fun little thing to do. What are you doing, you stupid thing? Course. How do you spell course? A. There we go. A. Yeah, that's me. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of put a little bit of a path here. And what I want to do is I want to do a little, maybe a picnic scene, something like that. I think that would be kind of fun. Let's go ahead and make sure this path is looking as good as it can. So we're going to go ahead, put in some coarse dirt, and then I want to go ahead and put in like a little bit of this business. And that's fine. That looks good. Nice little path going over there. And my hand is asleep, so I am sorry about this if I am all sorts of weird. Now I want to go, let's do carpet. Okay, let's go with the city, no, not the city colors. Let's go a little bit different. Okay, so we've got white and we have the red. So let's go ahead and pop one there, one there. How big do I want to make this thing? Not too big. So let's do like this business right here, maybe. And that's not so bad. Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Okay, so we'll do that, and then let's go ahead and get some wool. So this is going to be like with the like hunter's place out there. So we're gonna go ahead and put that down like that. I have no idea what my cats are doing. I don't know if you guys can hear them in the background. Like, they jump around and play with each other a lot. So we're going to knock out some of these, give this a little bit of a texture. But what that's also going to allow us to do is that is going to allow us to put in, like, different, you know, things on the ground. So there we go. We've got that there, that there. It looks like some little cups, so that looks rather lovely. Let's go through and maybe see what we have for like some form of a, I don't know, maybe some form of a food or something like that. I don't know if we really have anything specifically. I do know in the new snapshot, we're allowed to put these item frames on the floor, which is going to be really, really cool. But right now, let's just grab a mushroom. It's food, you know, so maybe it'll actually do something. Can we even put it anywhere? No, we cannot. What about you? What about you, little mushroom? Will you go somewhere? You will not go somewhere either. You know what? That's all right. I can deal with that. That's not a problem. We're gonna go ahead and get us a little dandelion though. We're gonna surround this place with a little bit of flowers just to make it look more romantic, because that's what we're going for. Let's go with some pink tulips and put in a little bit of these, which I love. These are my favorite flowers, absolute favorite flowers. And then let's do a little bit of red tulip going on here. Nice, nice. And then maybe one back here. And then where's our like big roses? Right here, rose bush. There we go. And let's get us a nice little rose bush. Maybe put right here, right here. Those look fantastic. One right there. And then let's do two right there. And guys, we have created a romantic little picnic spot next to the stream over here where you can just sit and, you know, watch the people coming in and just like, hey guys, how are you? Oh, this is so great. It's so nice to see you. I'm so glad you survived the cataclysm. So, because remember guys, this place is supposed to just represent peace and new beginnings and just wonderful, you know, wonderful things. And so yeah, I kind of like this. This is nice. We have built us a wonderful little place. I think this is actually going to be a little thumbnail because this is absolutely adorable and I love it. Absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and screenshot that. Boom. Okay. So end of the video pretty much. I do want to talk to you guys just about something real quick. Thank you guys so much for all of your excitement, and you know, I've been noticing a lot of like more story stuff appearing in like some friends, like, you know, builds and things like that. So that's been really inspiring for me to see that I have inspired other people to, you know, kind of start giving their builds and their places a little bit more story, and that's really, really, really cool. And you guys have been super, super supportive of the series so far, and it's just been great. I've been really, 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 you know, just full of absolute joy for you guys supporting this. To let you guys know as well, we are going to be starting another kingdom coming up very soon. We're still going to be building here in Sanctuary, but we are also going to be building in another kingdom, and I had you guys vote on that, and you guys chose Scorn. So we are actually going to start building the, like, the, you know, witches coven place. Hello. I don't know why I just threw that. I also don't know why I just flipped around real quick. My mouse is doing something weird and I can't move it. But that's okay, you guys can look at things from above. But yeah, so Scorn, the Witches Coven, it's going to be tons and tons and tons of fun. I do have the World Anvil already built up for Scorn, so you guys are able to check that out. If you guys have not checked out my World Anvil yet, please do so. World Anvil is a great, great, great service. It allows you to kind of categorize and catalog all of your, like, world lore and stuff like that. So if you're a writer, if you are into, like, Dungeons and Dragons, or if you are building your own RPG game, anything like that, use their service. It's very, very good. They do have a paid service, but even their free service is really, really phenomenal, and they've been really supportive of me utilizing it to do this series. So I'm going to link their website down below. Please go check them out. I'll link their Twitter and all of that other stuff as well, and their Discord. So you guys go ahead, check them out, use them if you can, because they are amazing. And I love our little blacksmith place and our little house down here. It looks fantastic. And thank you again, Sunfire. Thank you again, C3PO, and thank you again, Dark Diamond. If you guys have any sort of, like, letter you want written to me, make sure you hit me up on Twitter. Just DM me the message, and I will, you know, if you can't do a voiceover with, like, some decent quality audio, I will find somebody to do it for you. So I have tons of people already, you know, wanting to do voiceovers. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit the like, subscribe if you're not, and yeah, I'll see you later. All right, bye-bye.